Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flick Show. My name is Chris Wong. Couple updates for the DCEU, starting off with a new update on the Suicide Squad. This is an exclusive from JoeBlow.com. Shazam producer talks James Gunn on both the Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy version 3. Now, Peter Safran is also the producer from Aquaman as well, so he's really tied into this DCEU. Yesterday we found out that James Gunn was rehired to do Guardians 3. Does that put any pressure on him or you to push Suicide Squad or Guardians out any faster? Joe Blow asked Peter Safran. Peter Safran replied, "No, it was all handled incredibly elegantly, and everybody knows on both sides that Suicide Squad is the priority today, and he'll finish that movie, and then everybody knows that his next film will be Guardians. It's the best of all possible both worlds, I think, for fans and for James Gunn himself." How excited should people be for Suicide Squad 2? Peter replied, "First of all, we don't call it Suicide Squad 2 because it's a total reboot. So it's the Suicide Squad, and I think people should be extremely excited about it. It's everything you would hope for from a James Gunn script, and I think that says a lot, that promises a lot, and I know that we will deliver a lot." Now, I'm just going to end it there. He had said it, seemingly confirmed that this is a reboot. It's not a sequel to the first Suicide Squad. Although you can be kind of wondering why then is Margot Robbie still Harley Quinn? Is Viola Davis, who was rumored to come back, still Amanda Waller? Of course, Deadshot has been recasted as Idris Elba, or reported to be Idris Elba's to be cast as Deadshot, and then amongst other people as well. Now, a lot of people are saying, "Well, we took it out of context. It's not a total. It's a soft reboot, you know, but it's still a reboot, and that's the thing." So we're slowly rebooting this universe, a little movie, one movie at a time, almost. Whether for good or for the worse, we'll find out to see if it's any better or not from the original Suicide Squad, and if we should continue on or not. But seemingly looks like they're giving James Gunn the opportunity to write the story and to make the movie that he wants to make. Although it does sound promising that he would total 100% focus on the Suicide Squad and then afterwards Guardians of the Galaxy version 3, I feel like he would still maybe prefer one or the other after all said and done. We'll see. We'll find out. But for a lot of people who are wondering if this is a reboot or not, according to the producer, it's a total reboot. This is not Suicide Squad 2. This is the Suicide Squad. It's another iteration of Suicide Squad with some actors and actresses, maybe just actresses, returning for their role that they had played before in another Suicide Squad. So we'll see how that plays out. I want to even see how that even connects to like Birds of Prey or anything like that. What type of connective tissue are we going to have here? And that's the main thing I want to see happen. The other big movie news, and this is farther down in the line. According to DiscussingFilm.net, they have a little bit more on the Ava DuVernay's New Gods. And there's little excerpt here. Is Ava DuVernay is teaming with screenwriters Kario Salem on DC's live-action adaptation of New Gods. Before delving into New Gods, he should preface the debacle that Marvel Studios copied the idea of New Gods by doing the Eternals and vice versa. Marvel's was planning to do the Eternals long before New Gods was announced, so do not worry, as both films will have their own unique flair and style from two incredible female directors. We'll see. Now on to the meat and potatoes of New Gods. The script is currently in the process of being written. The film's current script will focus on Big Barda and Mr. Miracle escaping Apocalypse and will feature subplots focused on other New Gods. The film will feature the Furies as the main villains, and Darkseid may make his first live-action debut also, unless we see the Snyder Cut first. Most of the cast are expected to be people of color and female, which signifies a great step in the right direction. Of course, that is the whole political thing about it. They're trying to make it diversify and things like that, which seemingly both comic book properties are really trying to drive home and really trying to do. And you also see that in the TV as well. Both will be offering strong inclusion and representation, which is why both of these films are this writer's personal favorite, most anticipated comic book movies. So whether that happens or not. But the interesting concept in here is having a Darkseid finally make his first live action appearance. Like I said, unless we see the Snyder Cut first. But in this case, this person believes this will be that case, and so we're expecting to be really good, really lots of color, very, I guess you could say, Flash Gordon-y and Ragnarok-ish and things like that. But I guess the problem would still be Ava DuVernay's talent in directing such a film. I have not seen her earlier work, but Wrinkle in Time is the only thing I'm able to see, and it's not that good, So I'm kind of iffy on that whole New Gods. It seems like such a giant undertaking, and maybe she's got a good idea. Maybe her passion is more into this than that, and that she'll be able to bring something incredible out of New Gods. We'll see, but I'm very curious to see what type of Darkseid this is. What Darkseid looks like, in this part, and if this even connects to the rest of the DCEU. Because you can see how all these different movies they're making the directors and the writers kind of do their own thing. And so if the Suicide Squad doesn't really connect to Suicide Squad 1, okay. If the upcoming The Joker doesn't really connect to the rest of the universe, okay. And like we're finding out, the Batman is not even connected to this DCEU because Ben Affleck's not coming back and blah, blah, blah. Then okay, so there's maybe opportunities to see other versions of Darkseid or other versions of these other characters as well, and then maybe that idea will be in place when the Flash comes out, and if Ezra Miller gets to do his, or whatever they're thinking about how the Flash is supposed to turn out. That idea of a multiverse, the idea of many different stories occupying the same space, or multiple verses occupying the space, meaning our space. So we'll see what happens with that. But just to be a little bit more on the Batman, there is a little bit more on that, and it could be quite interesting. In that same excerpt on discussing film, they said this: when the 2021 date was announced for the Batman, Ben Affleck also announced his departure from the role, and thus the search begun for a new Cape Crusader. Although there's masses of rumors on who could be playing the next Batman, the person is not going to jump into that rabbit hole. He will say that they want a name actor for the role between 25 and 33 years old, and will most likely not go for an unknown actor. However, the story of the film will entail Matt Reeves is currently polishing up the screenplay as almost fully complete. Reeves did more rewrites to include more action into the film, with a focus set to be more on Batman's skill as a detective, as the film will center around a mystery that Batman will have to solve. We've all known that, right? But here's the thing. The film will also be set in the 90s. As previously reported, multiple villains will be included in the film, with the Penguin set to be one of the main antagonists of the film. It also seems that since they will be going for a younger take on a Batman, they will likely decide to cast younger versions of both James Gordon and Alfred Pennyworth. As first reported in the Heat Vision newsletter, the film is still eyeing to begin filming around November. So we know most of that stuff, but we didn't really know where what the time period, and it seems to be set in the 90s. In the 90s, that's interesting. And like Dave Pina in Film Junkie, he had put out a small video, and after he read that, he put a clip. He threw out a clip of Ben Affleck as Batman, Batman v Superman, where he had that speech about 20 years ago, 20 years of in Gotham, that whole speech. And you're like, it could still work. Set in the 90s, that's 20 years ago. It could still work. Ben Affleck Batman could still work. It still could be canon, sort of, in this interpretation, because how many good guys are left, So I think that would be fantastic to have enough room in there for a possibility for Ben Affleck to return as Batman later down the line as present day Batman, if this is set in the 90s. And I would really like that. I would really like to see how that work out. Also, Thomas Polito, who is a scooper, has threw out this image of what he believes is the Batman logo. It's a temporary Batman logo for the Batman. A lot of people said it looks like the Telltale games. It's got a little bit of the Zack Snyder Batman, at least maybe parts of the top, but not. No, it doesn't. It has that sharpness to it. Of course, this is something that they made, so all this would change. But if you maybe to get an idea of what it could be, this could be the Batman logo at least. It might not be it, but we'll see. We'll find out if these scoopers have any game at all when it comes to that. But 90s Batman is interesting. That also calls into question some of the things we're hearing about the Joker. The Joker is set in the 80s, a decade before this Batman. Could this Joker be the prelude to the Batman? Now, they said it doesn't connect to that universe at all, but I kind of find it hard to believe that if this Joker doesn't do good, they won't try to find a way to connect it. Because I think, I could be wrong, and that's okay. This Joker is an idea, because there is Thomas Wayne in here, there is a young Bruce Wayne and everything. The Joker is an idea rather than an actual character, meaning that another person will take up the Joker mantle in the 90s possibly, or even the present time. It's that idea of the Joker that gets passed down after Joaquin Phoenix maybe kicks the bucket or whatever in the Joker. We'll see. And it could have been like that. It won't be like that at all, maybe. Who knows? But we're supposed to be expecting some interesting surprises out of the Joker. And the scoopers are also kind of hinting at that there's going to be something really great for us soon involving the Joker, and I think it's a trailer. I believe it's a trailer. And in fact, by the time you see this video, the trailer might already be out, or a teaser, or whatever. We already had a teaser actually, so it could be a trailer, and we'll finally see what this movie really is, or what it claims to be. And that is also exciting in itself for DCEU and DC fans. So I am looking forward to that as well. Now that is it. That is it for tonight. It's going to be a crazy week, I think, as we get closer to Zack Snyder's Director's Cut event. Hopefully we'll be able to get in touch with Comic Movie Marks and Dave Pina at Film Junkie. Maybe we could do like a group podcasting on one of their channels. I suck at hosting, so hopefully they can invite me. But if that comes to the case, it will be like a day before the event or something, guys. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll find out. It'll be great to talk to everybody. I'm really excited to actually go there next week, not because it's like a mini vacation away from the kids, but at least get to see you guys, get to see like-minded people, and just to be around all you guys, and Film Junkie and the Comic Movie Marks, Man and Shane, and let's Let's talk, let's converse, let's celebrate. It's gonna be a great time, I think. We're gonna have so much fun. All right, guys. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.